Hi guys, welcome back. This video is going to be based on a supporting role we did with the actual different states, their reserve units, National Guard. They actually run demolition ranges and they have to qualify, but sometimes, quite often, it happens quite often, they didn't have any actual, uh, not qualified, but actual certified personnel to transport explosives throughout their state. So when that came into play, we would step in and we were actually sent out to a camp in the middle of California, and we were given a course on explosives. And actually, it was on the private side of the actual sector that actually uh, instructed on this course, and they were very very knowledgeable because it was all up to date explosives. So there was no Vietnam era, so it was all up to uh, to date on the actual on the explosives that they were actually going to be starting to use. So it was actually a pretty educational. We had a good time, and it was a party, college town. So went off for that weekend, and we went through a lot of explosives. So we were tasked to transport from a camp to down to a base, and we were our own escort. We were given a 5 ton with a double clutch 5 ton with air clutch or air transmission. I don't know manual transmission. I don't know exactly what the process is, but it was a smooth ride. I'll tell you that much right now. And the state police help you. They will actually give you certain times that you can be on the actual road and through certain towns. So it took us about 10 hours to get through. So we had to do a lot of stop and go, and everything was smooth. We got to the actual base. We handed over to the NCOs that were actually in charge of that range for that weekend for their actual reserve unit. And as we went back to the last day of the actual training, there was a lot of blasting caps left, and they actually decided to put a cradle charge. Cradle charge is it, it it blasts down. It explodes down to the ground to the earth to create a crater. So you can either put a telephone pole or whatever you need it for. Whatever you need to soften up for. And they didn't work out good because it started. I mean, it sounded like popcorn, and we were like stuck there for like another extra hour just trying to make sure that everything is done popping and make sure they got lucky. We did too. That's the range. The cadre didn't catch that, and that would have been lot of problems. That would have been a lot of problems for all of us. But before we actually went out to see exactly how much left was left and it was still popping off the blasting caps, we commandeered a Hummer that was actually just parked there waiting. There was 3 individuals in the back of the Hummer. It was a troop carrying one, and as they got off, about three of us went back. We got on the back of the actual Hummer and we were driving towards to the range where the actual explosive had gone, where the popcorn was popping off. And doing that movement, we saw a few blasting caps in back of that Hummer. That's a big. There's no excuse. There's no way you could even take that off the range and put it in your vehicle. There's there's no way around it. And we knew what 3 individuals got off that Hummer, but um, the staff sergeant. No, no, no. It was just yeah. It was the E7. So master sergeant, staff sergeant, master sergeant, and then first sergeant, right? Yeah. So me and him talked, and there was 3 individuals that could have we could have arrested them right there and then, all 3 of them, till we figured out what happened. But we decided not to, and we gave the whole unit a very, very lesson learned. You know what I mean? And we told them straight out, one of you would have been going to jail, and you know who you are. We won't push it. Lesson learned, and that's how we took care of it. And but things happen like that, and you just got to keep an eye on it. And the thing is that the day before, nobody actually checked soldiers as they left that range, and you have to, just for that reason of them actually trying to pocket something. And they're not that big; you can squeeze them in there pretty fast. It's somewhere easily. So you got to be careful. And they didn't do that, and that's look what happened. So lesson learned, everything, and it's just another one of our quick adventures. And hope you like and subscribe. Thanks a lot.